What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Beard Bytes podcast. This is episode 39. And this podcast is hosted by two dudes that have never been on any island and have never shown up on any type of files. Uh, so,
Thank
my name is
God.
Ahmed. That's Hadi. So, everybody's here somehow.
It's
This
like
is like the
yeah,
Super
everybody's
Smash Bros. Ultimate, man. Everybody's here. What is
they're
this?
having a.
Everybody's on this file.
Oh, that'd be a great edit. Oh man.
Oh, yeah, actually, dude.
Oh man.
Yo, dude. Yo, we gotta make a TikTok.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. Yes.
But we have a good show for you guys today. There's a lot of stories actually that came out. We took a little bit of a break for a week just because we got busy, but a lot about HIGHGUARD, the lows, the highs, and then talking about Ubisoft, Steam being sued, Epstein apparently shaking the foundations of gaming for generations to come, Horizon Zero Dawn back at it again, and then
and you're gonna be surprised to learn that Egypt is not a fan of square blocks for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason they're like, hey, it's a weird shape.
Yeah.
Only triangle shaped ones. Yeah, okay. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and get started. How was your week, Chief?
I've been sort of chilling. I mean, work is work. Shit's going. But the other day I went to the Death Stranding concert.
Okay.
And man, I got this. Actually, let me turn off my Discord noise suppression. And
No, we're gonna get copyright strike if you play that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, well, it's like two notes. Okay. Well, I got a music box from the concert, and it's really lit. Like legit. It comes in like this like Death Stranding colorway of like the like clear
Orange,
like orange
translucent
with,
orange.
Yeah, translucent orange with like the opaque like two-toned like opaque background. It's a little music box that plays BB's theme. I didn't think about it. Yeah, we are gonna get copyright if
you play it.
If I start playing it, but it was really
you can
nice.
Look it up. Honestly, just YouTube Death Stranding orange music box, and it should be there, I'm sure.
Or just Google it. But yeah, it's the concert, man. So good. It made me.
You told me tears were shed.
Yeah. Oh, like I probably I've like 3 tears kind of came out of my eye, and at the end of the concert, like us, like the lights turned on. I get up and I turn around and I just see like a couple dudes take off their glasses and just wiping their eyes, man. Like there's something about this game. It really just, I don't know how, like, and it like the only way I could describe this game is that it feels like Kojima wanted to craft and like convey a certain piece of information, and he does it so well through the music and through the gameplay, and it just feels like he opened up my. This is gonna sound fucking random. He opened up my chest and put an experience and a feeling, closed it, and then walked away. And I'm like, holy shit, this is like, I got this from a game about delivering packages, and it just sounds so random. And I think the nature of which I felt like I got whiplash with the experiences that I got in this game. I was like, okay, this feels really, really special. And then the music is just so vibey, man. Like it's to the point like I kept watching the intro to Death Stranding 2 over and over and over and over, and I kept telling this guy, I was like, how do you need to play this game? Because like the intro just, it like the song is from Woodkid. It's called -61, and it's such like an encapsulating feeling of just like you're trekking down the top of a mountain and across like this mountain range, and just being engulfed in this vista. And I don't know, it just, man, this game really like just does something. So in sort of in preparation to that, I was looking at another a game that kind of came out that some people are saying that is like Death Stranding-esque. It's called Cairn or Karn. It's
I think Cairn is how I've seen it.
Cairn, yeah, Cairn. It's a rock climbing game, and it looks like
So they
the
copy
old.
Peak.
Yeah, basically they copy Peak. They, yeah, you know, if you if you played QWOP, you've played this game. No.
Well, that's what I've heard.
No,
It's like a
but-
mix of QWOP and Peak and like Death Stranding technically a little bit and like
yeah.
but yeah.
The vibe is that like you're this mountain climber who's getting old, and she's famous, and she's like, you know what, dude, I only have this one shot to climb like the equivalent of like Everest.
Okay.
I guess like not exactly Everest, but like it's like, oh, this big ass mountain that people have died on, and she's overwhelmed by the world, so she like basically, it's her birthday, so she shuts off like her phone and neglects her like her family and her like sponsors and all this stuff. She's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna climb. And there's just something about you climbing, and like I imagine like this, like this isn't like Uncharted, Assassin's Creed type of climbing where it's just like you just move up. It's like you move your left hand, then you move your right hand, then you move your left leg, then you move your right leg. So like you're independently.
Very QWOP like.
Yeah, like it's not like QWOP where you're like individually controlling. Like you're not like, it's not, you don't have a button for each limb. But you have to be strategic about how you climb up, and sometimes you need to kind of like find weird angles that give you the best leverage to like and give you the best stability. So like I'm literally like there's memes of like, oh, when the rock climber sees the door frame and just like attaches their nails on the door. But that's literally like the amount of space that you have looking at this thing, and you're like, dude, how the fuck do I climb this mountain? And you're like scanning for like the one pixel where like, yes, I can put my toenail.
One path you can take, or is there multiple paths you can go?
Oh, there's multiple paths.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like, dude, I'm literally like playing this game. I swear to God, dude, I'm playing this game, and like it starts off in like a little rock climbing gym. You're like, okay, cool, I did this tutorial. And then you're like, all right, man, like, yeah, I got out of here, great. And then you start your ascent, and you're like, you're doing this thing, and I'm like 1 hour in. I'm like, fuck, man, like, let me do this thing, and then put my arm here, then put my knee up here, and then like, fucking, I'm like contorting myself, and then like I'm doing all these moves, and then I was like, fuck, man, nice, man, this is great. It's like made great progress, and it's like, all right. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start the trail, and it's like, congratulations on finishing the tutorial. I was like, dude, I've been here for like an hour and a half. What is it? It's crazy because it's like, dude, like I'm looking at something, and I'm like, oh, this just fucking big. I'm climbing, and I'm like, oh, I finally did it. And then I look down, dude. It's literally just like an 8-foot tall wall. I'm like, dude,
my God.
I was like, dude, how? Like, but it's crazy that like that like nugget of gameplay just felt so satisfying.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's just something about just like the clear-mindedness and just being able to climb up things, which is
the focus, the drive.
The focus, yeah, man. They're like immersion. I hate to be that guy that keeps talking about this word, but there's that feeling of shit, man. I'm doing something that I haven't done before, and I'm really focused, and I'm just taking in everything around me, and you kind of put yourself in that like,
yeah, that's fair,
isolation type of experience. So that's been
there's nothing else except for you and the challenge, essentially. So yeah,
exactly. No, like it's nice because like it's like, oh, like I feel like I can play this in sprints. And it's also challenging because like you have a limited amount of like these like pitons, which is like the hooks that you drill. Hooks into like in the wall, and you can like you can like fix them, but like they're it's not like unlimited use. So like right now, the point in the game that I'm at, I'm like, oh, I have to do like a really hefty climb, and I'm like going diagonal, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like literally yesterday, like I put a piece on it, and I tried a couple times, and I just ulted for it. I was like, fuck this.
Damn.
But it's good that like like a game needs to like doesn't always have to be spoon feeding and just like
I want to
dopamine
see,
inducing.
because I downloaded also from the family share. I want to see if I can do it without any pitons.
All right, try it, man.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can do it, but I probably won't. I'll probably start it and I'll be like, this sucks, and I'll just give up. So
Yeah. Which is it's crazy because like you have resource management. There's hunger and thirst and stuff. So it's honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to make a joke about peeing a ton, but I couldn't get it out.
The art style looks really cool too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good. It was honestly, I saw it and I was like, oh, it's whatever. But then it was recommended by the Friends Per Second podcast. So the Lucy James, Jake from Game Ranks, and Skill Up, they have a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So
well, like I think let me pull it up, because I think the Steam page also is it's pretty positive. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try it out and take a look at it, because it looks unique, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm at a point where I like playing unique games. There's one game that I think both of us played, and I guess maybe. Oh, okay. There's like two games that we both played. I'll save it on the side. The other game I played was Resident Evil 3.
Oh,
let me just kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did not expect that at all.
Yeah. I because it was just in the family share, and I was like, oh, let's try it out, right? Because
Who in our family owns Resident Evil 3? Interesting. Okay.
I don't know. But it's a little bit of a black sheep, but I can see how the translation from like an older PS1 or PS2, I guess it is PS1 style game into modern. I think the biggest critique against it is that it's a little too, like, I guess, actiony, and the nemesis is interesting. Is not as threatening as Mr. X from Resident Evil 2.
You played 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you haven't played 4 yet.
No, I played 4.
You have played 4? Okay.
Yeah. This was like we've been gone for like 2 weeks or some change.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me just play something and kind of just kind of spice it up, because I was playing Control and I wasn't really feeling it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. So I was like, let me just try things out. Yeah. So the other game I played that was recommended from the FPS or Friends Per Second podcast is And Roger.
Okay.
And
yes.
Yeah. I'll say a quick thing, and then I'll transition, give you the floor real quick.
Yeah, I can take over.
But yeah, but it was. I don't want to spoil the game. I think it is. Or maybe we could spoil the game. I don't know.
No. I don't want to spoil it, because then I don't want to ruin it for people, if that makes sense. But
yeah,
I'll we'll have a back and forth here, because then I can transition after.
Yeah. Great way of using gameplay as a medium to tell a story.
Yes, I would agree. I played the game, and I was initially, I'm not going to say why, I was uncomfortable at the very beginning. I was like,
dude, I
was like, whoa.
Dude, the start of the game?
Yeah, because Emma tells me to play this game, and I'm like, okay, and I jump in, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was crazy, but not in a bad way. More so like, okay, this is a wild start. And it got to a point where I played the game, I beat the game, took an hour, right? Very short experience. I don't know. I understand what they were going for from that beginning sequence. I understand the feeling they're trying to instill. I don't know if it's congruent with the rest of the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I know that's not that's the point. Like, it's not supposed to be congruent. Like, you're supposed to recontextualize it, whatever the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking back on it. I'm like, okay, I understand the shock that they were going for, but I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't know if it made sense to portray it that way.
Yeah, yeah. Because the game starts off with like a warning of like, hey, like this might be sensitive to folks or whatever. I was like, okay. And then like the intro is like, oh, like I was like, what's going on? I was
Yep.
like, and like I think the game like on top of that, the gameplay does a really good thing of showcasing anxiety.
And frustration.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I remember I was like bro, my heart was like low key pounding, and I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
this is anything from this game. I'm like, yeah, please, let me be done with this.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was playing it and I was like, man, this is stressful. Holy
yeah,
cow. You
yeah.
know?
But I think like in retrospect when you like I think the type of game it was trying to say, or sorry, the type of story it was trying to say makes sense in retrospect. Uh, I I don't know if it was specifically a shock factor or if it's like how do you convey something
Yeah. That's also
that
fair.
most people haven't seen? I
Mhm.
guess yeah, but yeah, still it's
I mean, by the end of it, I was crying. Like, I was crying at the end of that game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Legitimately.
should, yeah.
Very, very good. Very good experience. Definitely worth playing in my opinion.
It's like $5. It's Steam right now has it for 350. So
Yeah.
it's a quick like if you want to just see something different and random and you got 1 hour and you just want to maybe try to expand your horizons. Like this is not really saying from like oh like you have to play this type of game or blah, blah, blah. No, it's just like if you just want to see something different, right? If you want to see what people can do with this medium, I think it's worth checking out for 350. Is a really good
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. I don't know if you can play with controller, so that's I guess a fair warning. But um, yeah, it's a great way to look at a story, and it's a great way to to tell a story from a perspective you may not consider, right?
Mm,
Um, or rather, the only other instances of this being portrayed of whatever is happening is like very different genre. So I'll leave it at
mm,
that. I won't say
yeah.
more because I don't want to spoil it. But very good,
Hmm.
very very good. Easy recommend, honestly.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
But then I'll take so then I'll take it over. We can talk about.
Hmm. Hmm.
We also played a very specific game, which we'll get into. But we also what else did I do? I played and finished Resident Evil 4 on hardcore. Man, what a great action game. I will say the game is not too difficult if you're on hardcore, new game plus, whatever, until you get to like the last like fourth of the game.
Mm,
Simply because they just throw so many enemies at you and you're like juggling 50 different things and like your ammo is scarce, and that's where I was like, God damn, okay, like this is where I have to
yeah.
like really lock in. But other than that,
Was the staircase not staircase that like open arena
operator,
uh
which one?
not open arena, it's the one where it's like all the priests or whatever have like shields and stuff, like that one area.
That was annoying, but it was more so like, yes, the fortress area kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, 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 yeah.
Yeah. The fortress area was kind of like, I was like, oh shit, there's like, it's just a gauntlet, and
Mm,
it's not to say I didn't enjoy it. It's just they really throw it at you because they're like, hey, you're here, you worked your way towards it. Now you gotta play the game, you know.
mm-hmm,
So it's kind of cool. Like it's just they make you do a lot of stuff, and yeah, I liked it, and I think that RE4 is an excellent game. It's a good. I'm glad I played through 8 and 4 in this like specific instance because 9 is about to come out, and I'm able to get the feel of both games that are going to be in this one game, you know.
mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah,
also
yeah.
glad I beat it when I did because apparently they changed the anti cheat to a different version of it, and it's like apparently running a lot worse now. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Bro,
looked up there.
who's cheating on a
Uh,
on Resident Evil?
I think it's more of
Dude?
like a DRM control thing. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I don't
But
know,
they
man.
got they got Battle Eye to make sure you don't break their speed runs, man. I
Leon, he's
don't
cheating. Kill him.
know.
Uh,
Leon.
and then I played Deadlock. Played some of the new heroes. They're really cool. I need to play more because they are really interesting. Like
Mm.
concept
Did you
wise.
did you play did you try out Silver?
I tried out Silver in trading mode. I didn't get a player to match.
Mm-mm.
But I did try the other new person,
For context, Silver is
Wolf.
the
Wolf.
werewolf
Yeah.
wolf mommy, whatever that everyone is going crazy for.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked it. I think Deadlock is on its way to be something really interesting, and I'm very curious to see what the next update after this set of updates is gonna be, because like when they have these big updates, like a lot of stuff in the game changes, you know. So it's looking really good. And then I played Ahmed. Then I jumped
Ooh,
in on
actually, wait,
yeah.
real quick. This wasn't worth putting in the notes, but apparently someone they data mined the Deadlock patches, and someone was like, "Oh, there's a mention of HLX in there." So people were saying that there might be reference to Half-Life 3. Anyways,
Well, there's
it's not really
that.
a news.
It's not really news. I mean, I get what you're saying. And then there's also like a thing on Silver where she has like a handcuff on her like belt, and it's open to a 3, and people are like, "Oh, this is a thing." So,
Oh my god,
dude, I don't know at this point.
Dude.
I think they are hinting at something because it's
Yeah,
like there's a lot of stuff going on here.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, they're releasing the 3 new pieces of hardware. I mean, come on, man. The frame, the machine, and the controller.
oh, yeah,
It's in our face, dude.
that's true.
Yeah.
It's right there, bro.
This is the 30th, not 39th, 30. If you ignore the last 9 episodes, this is the 30th. You know,
Oh, that's
that
true,
number
actually.
3.
Oh, they're releasing Half-Life 3 and Half-Life 9. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No,
Okay, yeah.
no, you're good. You're good. You're right. And then Ahmed and I jumped in on a 8v8 finals night with some friends. My God, dude, finals is such a good shooter. Like,
Yeah.
I forgot how much fun it is, how tense it is, how like
Mhm,
how active it is. It just feels so good, and it's free.
mhm.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
craziest part about it. It's so good. Yeah, highly recommend it. Everyone try it out if you haven't played. We've talked a lot about finals before, but
Mhm.
I want to jump back into it a lot more. So
Yeah. It's refreshing to see. Like, I'm very glad that like it's final still has its footing, because I think any other game developer, or I guess I think so, I think publisher is usually the one that like is caring about the financials, but this one seems like it has like a steady footing,
mm-hmm.
and it's not just like throwing microtransaction and shitification in your face, and like at least the art, like the cosmetics and stuff are cool, and like they're
Yeah.
pretty unique. Like, which is funny because like they got finger guns for for like the heavy class, which is like
Yep.
every time you shoot, the guy's like boom, boom, boom. Which I don't know. It's
He turns his thumb to reload. There's like a lot of quirky things in the game that are really fun.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
Level
yeah, yeah.
destruction in the game is also unmatched, so that's also
hmm
something to like
hmm
if you're into that from the Battlefield days. This is I think this is where it went. So
hmm
yeah. And then I have been playing a lot of Jedi Survivor, which is the second game in the EA like Respawn Jedi games.
hmm
I bought it I think 6 days ago, and I've sunk 30 hours into it.
Ooh, is it that good of a game?
So I bought it for $9. It was on hella sale on Steam. I think it might still be on sale.
Mm.
Yes, it's still on sale. It's usually full price 70, but they're having hella sale right now, so I bought it. It is a it's a very fun game. Okay. Sekiro did something really interesting with the Dark Souls formula, the Bloodborne formula, whatever you want to call it, that they introduce a lot of combat options in a fight. And Dark Souls and stuff has other options, like Elden Ring has a lot of options, but it's still somewhat grounded. Like, you're not, well, I guess Elden Ring is the exception, but like Dark Souls 3, for example, you're not like jumping around in a fight. It's very like they hit, you go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a very like active fight. This game takes it and makes the fight really active because, one, you have a parry like Sekiro, you have a jump, you have all these things, but the addition of the force powers are really fun. You can approach fights in many different ways, and like the parry timing, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty to make it more interesting. And there's like a bunch of parry timing stuff that you have to get down. There's multitude of enemies in multiple encounters that, like, some enemies in the encounter, like, you can just deflect a bullet back at them and they die. No problem, right? But then they couple in a giant robot they had to fight, like, that's twice your size, that's fighting you, and you're getting shot out by these guys in the back. So you need to maneuver around the fights and figure out how I'm going to take those guys out and this guy. And, like, there's multiple lightsaber stances. Like, there's the double-bladed lightsaber. There's the two swords that you have in your hands. There's, like, the blaster and lightsaber. There's, like, a cross-guard lightsaber. Like, there's a lot of different options for your style of play, however you want to do it. And the world is really interesting. One, it's Star Wars, right? So if you're into that space, that's good. But the writing of the game, in terms of, like, the world being built out, it's like, oh, this is like a Glimbo. Like, oh, okay, like, sure, like, I don't really care about that stuff, but it's interesting to see them, like, building out this world, like, scanning different things. And, like, I didn't realize I missed this area of gaming in terms of, like, Star Wars stuff as much as I did, you know? Feels really good in terms of combat, feels really good in terms of exploration. Like, I'm rewarded to say, oh, that's like a thing, let me go look over there, and sure enough, there's something here, you know? Yeah, overall, it's a really fun game. However, this game is held together by sticks and stones and string, dude.
Duct tape.
Yeah, literally duct tape. Not even duct tape. Duct tape might be giving it a little bit too much praise. There is so much artifacting and, like, random bugs, and, like, it's using 90% of my GPU. It's like... And it's like it's like an old game. It came out a couple years ago at this point, and it's
like what, 3 years old or something.
Let me give you the exact number because it does, like, set some context. This game came out for PC in 2023.
So like 3 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah. So
got him, bro.
God damn,
sorry,
you clocked me. And again, I'm enjoying the game. I'm liking it, but I also have a really beefy machine that can, like, run this stuff. There's still pop-ins, there's artifacting, there's random glitches. Like, the first cutscene in the game, it's like an in-game cutscene where it's, like, using the game engine, not like a pre-rendered thing. Like, the dude is like, I'm gonna kill you or whatever, and, like, his lightsaber, he has your lightsaber. It's like a thing. I think you saw when I was, like, playing.
Yeah, I just remember I'm just sitting on Discord and he'd be like, yo, where's his lightsaber?
Yeah, he's like, oh, the bad guy's taunting you with your lightsaber. He's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, and he's pointing at you with his empty hand. I'm like, what the fuck is his lightsaber? And it's 3 feet to the left, hanging in the middle of the air, pointing at nothing. And it's like following his hand, like random glitches like that. And it's like, okay, like, who, like, I don't know why they haven't patched this game yet. And people are saying they probably never will. But, like, my PC is just powering through it. But this game is held together by sticks and stones and string. And it's pretty bad, you know? I cannot tell people to purchase this for full price because as much as I'm really enjoying the game in terms of combat, in terms of all this, bro, this is really, like, bad quality in terms of, like, a PC port. And I think the console ports are also just as bad, but I had to verify that. But regardless, fun game. If you can get it for hella sale, super worth it. But it's not great in terms of performance. So there is that. Yeah, so that was my... Oh, and I also started watching Freerun. It's like an anime. It's pretty good. It's about... conceptually, it's like there's an adventuring party, and they kill the Demon King, and this anime picks up right after they like a couple years after they kill the Demon King. So the big adventure has already happened, and it's like the story of how one of the companions is like an elf, and she is like living together, and her quest is now to understand, like, why do humans do what they do and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a very, like, chill watch, nothing too crazy, but I am binging it because I'm really enjoying the pace and really enjoying the story and the art as well. So yeah, pretty good.
Dude, I don't know why. I'm just when you said the the premise of the show, I was like, oh, it's after the big adventure is done, and then I'm thinking like oh, I thought the completion of the sentence was going to be they got paid a reward, and now they're trying to figure out how to pay taxes on that. Like it's like oh, they did the big adventure, then now they're just living like their 9 to 5 job like
Mm,
life. Like okay, all right, let me clock into work. What?
that's a good one. Yeah, that's the second season. They haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, they're
um,
gonna be like, oh hey, did you watch the Super Bowl? That's the
well, I'm not really into sports. I don't
uh,
really get it.
yeah.
But
I watch it for the commercials.
yeah, go sports.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Um,
Nah.
but yeah,
No, actually, shout out to the Seahawks.
oh yeah, actually, see your team is playing, bro. Good luck.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think that's all we both played. We didn't play anything else this week. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Well, we didn't play it this week. We played it last week. That kind of explains the setup. High guard, man. We were looking forward to it. So I'm gonna be honest with you.
We started looking forward to it when Jeff started speaking.
Yeah.
So
Um.
High Guard came out. High Guard is currently out, and it is a game of all time. Certainly one of them. You know. Um.
Okay. It tries something and like they okay.
Let's
I
start
think
from the
had
beginning, right? The
yes.
beginning being that this game is announced. This this game is announced at the Game Awards, last game of the show, right? And this part is why I want to bring it back to here because I I
Okay. Yeah.
understand Jeff seeing something cool and being like, I would really like to show this off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to fault him for showing off something that he's excited about. You know? He did it with Death Stranding and he cooked with that, you know? But or rather like so he decides, and we can get more into the details later, but he tells the High Guard studio, "Hey, I want to give you the last spot in this like in the Game Awards." Very nice of him, really appreciative like in terms of like him giving studios a chance to say, "Hey, like we want you to take a look at something." Dude, this guy put this game out to death. I'm sorry. Like he
Yeah.
legitimately did, unfortunately. What was
Like
it?
I'll be honest. I think had imagine you someone like you're just walking around and then someone like hey like I was gonna say Jeff, but that's low key an unfortunate name in this time of the year. But they're like, hey, dude, just come over, just check out this game, and like you know nothing about it, and you see, oh, like we want to make a raid type of like instead of taking a raid from like the MMO WoW type of format into like a shooter format and making it in a different type of space like oh it's an interesting concept you haven't really seen this done before like you know battle royales I think way back then were like that was like such a different concept and this like on paper feels like this would be a new concept right the whole idea of a high guard is I guess it was 3v3 now you can also play 5v5 where
Yeah.
you're like you start off defending and then you're looting and then you're attacking and raiding the other team's bases. On paper, it's like, well, we haven't really seen a game mode like this before, right? And that's like,
Correct.
okay,
Yeah.
like
On in
it,
writing, it's something that's different.
yeah. And so I think even the team was like, oh, we were gonna shadow drop this, but then like Jeff is like, wow, I haven't seen anything like this, which is true. You really haven't seen it, and he's like, look, the pressure from Jeff is people are always saying like, man, like you're just here to just shell out the big bucks and get the money and people just pay you for the spots. And he's like, you know what? No, let me prop up the indie, you know, like put somebody on the map that given all these news of layoffs and stuff like support the indies, right? Because this
Yeah.
is an independent studio. They're doing their first thing. So well intentioned, but oh my God, dude, he really set them up, bro. Like, not in the right way. Like, consider like, but like they were coming from the angle of like we're just gonna shadow drop and iterate. But like, how do you say no to an offer like that? Of like, yo, we're gonna put you in front of like the biggest stage, arguably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
like it's really bad in a sense that like if this game. So for anybody who doesn't know, Ahmed and I played this game. I think I put in about 3 to 4 hours. I think Ahmed, you put in about the same, right? Just about.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I only put like 2 hours.
Okay, that's fine. Like the thing is, you can play that much and get the concept what this game is going for. And again, on paper,
Yeah.
seems interesting. However, in execution, the way that the game feels, it feels as if it's taking aspects from Siege, from Apex, from like regular battle royales, and like capture the flag type game modes, and it is condensing it into a package that it doesn't excel at any one thing. Instead, it is pretty mediocre in all of the things, you know? And what that means is that, like, when you're playing this game, you're looking for something that's interesting, looking for something that's unique. And unfortunately, what happens is that you are not very, like, you get the game concept in like a round or two, and you're like, okay, this is cool, but like, there has to be more, you know? The maps are really big, really, really big, in a sense that like you could scour the entire map when you're looting and stuff like that and never run into a single enemy. And in fact, I would argue you're encouraged to split off from your team because you want to get loot. And if you all go to the same spot, there's not going to be loot for all of you in the same spots.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So there is that. The TTK feels weird. I can't tell if it's too short or too high, like the time to kill, but it's off to me. I don't know if you feel the same
like
way.
No, I do. I feel like it's because okay, so the guns that I was using, it's either the ammo, like it is either doing like burst shots,
Yeah.
or it like or the clip is too small.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that like I'm like with shields, like it's hard to figure out like how much damage I'm doing, or when I've cracked somebody. Like I granted I only played like a few matches, so like maybe I'll get used to it after, but I think it's like I don't know if I'm doing enough damage or if someone's one shot or something. I do agree, like it feels like the shooting feels a little bit weird. The respawn takes a little longer, but I think you like there is an idea of like, oh, you need to like the team needs to res you, so like there's an element of like priority there. Like they don't want people just smashing respawn, I guess. So
also, the game doesn't run well at all. That was also a huge
part.
For
That's true.
The game also runs really badly, so not great. So
okay, real quick, because I do agree also, like that like so because the game like the game opens up in phases, right? So the first you have 1 minute that you prep your defenses, which honestly I look back and I'm like, I feel like they're like pointless, because I feel like all the things that you reinforce can still be destroyed.
Yeah, they can. It just takes there's no difference in time of me destroying a purple wall versus a white wall.
It's not like Siege, where like Siege I'm like, oh dude, I need a like Siege, you can put like the metal barricade and then put like one of the other operators, like I forgot what his name was.
Castle?
Not Castle, but like the guy that puts like the car battery down, and then like it blocks the people from putting fuses. So like there's an element of like you can like properly like block people from using certain walls, but here it's like, okay, you're making a wall purple, they just have to shoot it with like a rocket launcher now instead of just a gun,
which everyone can get for free. Like you spawn with one.
So you spend 1 minute doing that, and then you spend like another 3 minutes looting, and then the fourth minute is when like the siege item gets spawned in.
Essentially spawns.
Yeah. So for roughly like 4 minutes, you're not seeing the enemy. So it's like so that's why a lot of people were calling for a 5v5 mode. They're like, you need to make things. You need to add something to kind of
For the size of
make
the
it
map they have,
exciting.
and 3v3 is too small. That's like the,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Um, I
And
don't know,
also like
man. Like,
matches vary. Like which isn't a bad thing. Like that part's fine. But I was playing matches and I finished matches in like literally like one assault. Like it was
yeah,
really quick. And then I played matches where it was really long. And that's not
yeah,
a bad thing, but it's weird feeling, you know?
yeah, yeah.
It also does not help that, and this is subjective, this is my take. This is the most bland looking like aesthetic I've ever seen. Like, how are you gonna have fantasy where you're riding like horse, like a majestic horse or a bear or like a wolf, like whatever, and like you're running around getting a sword that has like a storm following it. Oh, I'm gonna go loot a chest. It's an AK-47. Like
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
so strange to me that like they chose the most boring designs for some of these things, and I just don't, I don't know what to think about it, honestly. Well, one, I know I don't like it, you know.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah.
like I think had this shadow dropped, um, like okay, let me first. I think this has better legs than Fragpunk. Fragpunk was a
Yes.
5v5 Counter Strikes type of game,
I
and
don't
the
think it
premise
has
was
as much
that like
sauce as Fragpunk, but it has more foundation than Fragpunk.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I feel like had this like okay, because these guys said, hey, we're like we have content roadmap and we're gonna do the things, and they have shown that they do listen to the community and they do take feedback. So if this was a game that shadow dropped and people didn't have like the world's biggest spotlight on it, they this is things that they could iterate and make better. Like for example, um I cannot recall the soundtrack to this game. Like,
Well,
I can't. I
so
can't.
when you're running around and doing things on the map, there's no music.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like I feel like that's adds to that level of like emptiness that like people are like feeling, right? Is that like there's a lack of like this epicness because like I mean you're like a raid, right? Like you're expecting like you're gonna I think when you're doing the actual raid, there's good music, but there isn't anything build up to kind of like get you amped up for the like for the thing that you're doing. Right? Granted, this is something that they could add, right? Like this is like these are things that can be improved. It's not like a core like non-starter for this thing.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the thing. I think they were planning on just shadow dropping it, seeing how people react to it, and then like they have an idea of where they want to go, but then they get everybody playing it, and then they kind of flesh this out over time. Like it's
Well, so
it is
that's
a
the
free to
thing.
play game,
Yeah,
right?
it is free to play, and I think that like them listening to feedback is excellent. Like they said, hey, 5v5 is here to stay because people really liked it, and that's like, oh, in my opinion, that's a really big deal. Like to see that quick turnaround, and it's like, okay, like they're already working on stuff to make this better. I think that the tragedy for this game comes that people jumped in, gave it a shot, and said this is mediocre. A lot of people aren't going to come back to it. However, they do have an attitude of like, hey, as long as we have some people playing it, we're going to keep trying to make this good and like fix the problems, which is a good attitude to have. That's how No Man's Sky was successful, you know?
Exactly. Yes.
But I
Like,
think
okay, No Man's Sky had way more against them
oh,
than what this
absolutely, yeah.
game
No Man's
has.
Sky had like a
Yeah,
huge uphill battle, yeah, for sure, and they turned it around. So it's like, I think that this game is suffering from a very classic case of just overhype. I think Jeff came in, really liked what he saw, brought it in, and I'm not faulting him for being excited for something like this. What I am faulting him for is not understanding like the level of responsibility that that last position in the Game Awards has. I'm sure he knows, but it's more so like, one, he should have maybe thought about it a little bit more before putting this game in the spotlight, because now everyone's looking at it. And then also, I think the game studio itself should not have taken that spot. I think they should have said, no, we're gonna go ahead and just keep on our like radar what we're trying to do. because we want a shadow drop. It's a game. It's definitely a game in its beta phase, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like they have the concepts out and like everything is there. They're able to iterate quickly on things, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like I I how do I say, man? Because everyone, it's so easy to dunk on the game,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I think the fact that like there something original is something original is being made, and it's not the ideal situation.
It's not a
It's
bad
like,
game. Like I don't think we're
yeah,
saying it's a bad game. I think we're both saying like there is potential here,
yeah,
and what they released is really like they missed some marks, and it could be fixed with some work. I think is
yeah, exactly, yeah. Like I'm I think episode 2 of their content road drop, like it just got released. So like they have things lined up. Uh, so I think it's just a matter of just letting things mature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Granted, like people like this game came out, but then also people paid $70 for Black Ops 7.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know, right? I mean, ultimately, I want to see the game succeed.
Yeah,
And
same.
it's hard to be upset at the at the what is it called,
The studio.
the studio for taking the last spot, but they were offered to it, and I'll be honest, man, like that's such a unique experience, right? Like
Yeah, that's true. Like if you're
like
offered a once in a lifetime thing, why would you not take it?
yeah, it's like high key, like you, like, bro, if someone came up to me and be like, yo, dude, do you want to go, like, do you want to go play, like, do you want to just, I don't know, take a free throw for the Houston Rockets?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I'm gonna look like an idiot, but like, how the fuck do you not say yes to that? Like, sure, let's give me a jersey, all right? Like, that's
Yeah, that's true. Like, why would
like,
you not?
am I gonna make a fool out of myself? Am I gonna knock the Houston Rockets out of like playoff contention? Maybe, and maybe they'll lose by
But
1 point.
I think okay, if you take that opportunity, right? Just like they did. If they took this opportunity, I think them sticking, and they talk about this in the article that we'll link in the podcast description. Be sure to like and subscribe, by the way. The what they planned was, hey, we're just not going to release any content until like the day before, shadow drop it, everything like that. They decided to stick with that. And it does not build good faith to be like, oh, we're gonna like not release anything and like not say anything until like the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look great. What they should have done is they should have pivoted and said, hey, like, this is a game that we're releasing. It's a concept that that we're really excited to try, but we need feedback from you guys to make this game really good. And we want to, like, this is like the beta. You know what I'm saying? They should come out and be like, hey, like, we are open to feedback for this game. We're still working on it. We want to make it better. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Yeah. I think I guess maybe they recognize that like there there was such an adamant like hate train that coming their way.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they're like, do we like what do you do, like, because if you try to defend yourself, you're gonna open yourself to much more criticism.
That's fair.
And
Yeah,
like
it's a tough situation.
I don't know it. Yeah, I mean it. I it things were okay, all things considered.
Yeah.
It's not like a straight stinker. Like there is some fun to be had here,
Yes.
but probably more fun once some certain things get balanced or worked out. Yeah.
I will say the 5v5 was definitely a good move. Like, I saw that and I was like, oh, maybe I should give it a, like that thought came in. I didn't end up doing it, but I was like, oh, maybe I should do this
Like
again.
we haven't even played together, so I'm pretty sure like it might even change if we were to coordinate and try it out.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Maybe we should. Maybe we're high
yeah.
guarders, you know? What are they called?
Ooh.
Wardens or whatever?
Dude, I was gonna make a joke and transition to like another story, but it's I'm not, I'm too far ahead.
Oh, fair. You're thinking in You're thinking about
I'm
the
doing
future.
5D chess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. Just make a dumb joke later in the podcast.
Okay, fair.
Oh, damn it! I forgot, dude. Okay, sorry. Because I was funny. I was thinking about this on the car ride back. I'm recalling something from where about when I was doing the when I came back from the Death Stranding concert. I was gonna be like, oh, should I call myself Podcast Man? And just because Kojima was very on the nose about
Yeah,
shit.
with names. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we can
I
call
would Jeff be what would Jeff's name be? He would be Overhype Man.
Overhype Man. Yeah.
Yes.
And then Ubisoft would be killing the original games man, because oh my god, dude, so Ubisoft is going through it right now. They came out and
Oh
they
my
said
God,
that
what?
Ubisoft has reportedly killed off the Watch Dogs franchise and will not be creating any more games in the series, and insider claims the IP is now completely dead. I'll be honest here, not in a mean way. I am not surprised in the slightest. Like, I don't want to. I'm not gonna.
Dude.
I'm not gonna sit here and claim that the game was good. I'm not gonna sit here and claim that I played it. But the vibes I get from the game and just the aesthetic in general, like I don't think.
Bro, okay, Watch Dogs 2 was good, in my humble opinion.
Okay, fair. If you've played it, I can't say yes or no.
I've played 1 and 2. One was like a victim of Ubisoft. It had an interesting multiplayer situation.
Okay.
Character was kind of generic, story was whatever, but 2 had a very like two like leveled up the sequel thing. You know how usually like you have Arkham Asylum and then Arkham City, like that jump. Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2. It was like almost like at that level. The character was really likable. The story made sense, and you got introduced to cool characters, and the world was pretty good. And they didn't follow like Marcus. I'm pretty sure his name was Marcus. Yeah, Watch Dogs 2. Marcus. Yes, Marcus. That dude was a much better character than the first guy.
Than Aiden Pierce.
And the first character, Aiden Pierce, bro. And they should have. The third game should have leaned into more about Marcus, but I don't know if. All right, bro. This is all right, man. I don't know if I'm getting a little too woke here, but I don't know if they were just like, oh, the game didn't sell well, or if it's just
Legion didn't sell
like,
well.
oh. Yeah, but the thing is, like the second game, like it starts off about you. You're like a black hacker, and your motivation for hacking and doing things was because like you get denied for a loan because like you low key get racially profiled because you're like, oh, you're living in this zip code, and this zip code is like deemed as like a red line, which is like a historic thing that like African American and black folks experience, where they're like, oh, we're gonna get you in this like between this street and this street, like these blocks, this is y'all's spot, and like they're gonna be not serviced this way. So he goes, hacks his information, and like repositions himself so that he's not in the red line anymore and deletes the red line. And it's like, okay, like it's like the social like the justice aspect of like, okay, he's gonna do hacking for like ethical means or something, right? So it's like, okay, like that was like the jumping off point, and then you like realize like, oh my god, whatever City OS or and not Abstergo, whatever other name, the Bloom or whatever is a evil company.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's your premise. You have like a Ubisoft. Yeah. Oh my god, all the villains speak French. But no, so like they had something there, and the first game or the second game was doing really well. They just couldn't. They didn't want to build on it, and I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like, the
don't
third one
I don't
came
know
out, and
why.
people really did not care
Yeah.
for it. Like, the third one is supposed to be like a live action like experience, and all that people were like, or not live service type of thing, and the people were like, all right, man, this multiplayer stuff for this is not really working and all that. So, yeah, I'm not surprised to see that this is dying out. It is unfortunate because I feel like they could have done something with it to bring it back. You know, yeah, Ubisoft is kind of all over the place at this point. You know, we can talk about it briefly,
I mean,
but like
they restructured, but man, this is not good, brother.
well, like they had a giant reorg, right? And then part of that, like, there is a lot of French unions in Ubisoft, and you know, the French love revolutions, right? So the whole idea is that they're gonna do a whole they're calling for a mass strike. They're calling for an international strike. They're trying to do a like 3-day strike from February 10th to 12th, and the strike has been called in response to the colossal reorganization announced by Ubisoft last week. And then decision has already resulted in project cancellations and studio closures. This is that decision of restructuring. All 5 unions said the nature of the plan and the manner in which it is communicated internationally shows a disregard for the rights and well-being of employees, and they're calling for Yves Guillemot to resign as well, because he's the CEO of Ubisoft. They're like, he sucks, he's not really doing much, and he's running this company into the ground. And so, yeah, they're planning a mass strike, and more power to them. I hope it gets them what they're looking for. It's kind of interesting to see, like, the results of Ubisoft saying, like, you know, what if we just didn't, you know?
Just maybe.
What if we didn't? And so, yeah, I don't know if Ubisoft is gonna be able to stand on its 2 legs after this, but we'll find out. We will find out.
Yeah.
Just like we'll find out if Microsoft is going to be keeping it alive, baby. Basically, Microsoft earnings report came out for its Q2 financial results came out, and basically October to December of 2025. Xbox content and service revenue has decreased by 5%, while Xbox hardware revenue declined 32%, for 9% decline in the gaming space overall. And then, however, Microsoft overall revenue grew by 17%, attributed to its cloud and AI interests. Not surprised about the AI part in the cloud stuff. They are really shoving a lot in there. I would say it's kind of indicative of how much they're pulling away from the Xbox stuff to put into the AI space.
Yeah. I mean, the hardware revenue makes sense. I think you're at a point where I think people that have bought the consoles have already bought consoles. Like, I don't know how many more Christmases people are like, how many more new consoles are gonna come in, and like I think we're at a point like traditionally this was like we're like 6 years in this generation. You're at the point where, like,
you should be cutting prices on your consoles at this point, in my opinion.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. I mean, like, ignoring the
tariffs,
AI tariffs and all, and like the cost of RAM and stuff. Like, at this point, like, the console should be cheaper, because like you're trying to like get the last, like the last push of sales, and then in like a year or two you would show off the new console. But I don't know. There's all these rumors of like the new console coming out in like 2028. I don't know. So it's,
and also them raising the prices is not really helping the Xbox brand. One, increasing prices across the board, right? Game Pass, the actual physical you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is being raised. So I don't know how I feel about it, if that makes sense.
God damn it, 1 second.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Bro, dude, my cat just jumped and swiped on he tried to jump on my lap, and he just swiped on my headset cable.
You just ripped it out.
Yeah, and I was like, and then like I just hear Hadi go, and then that's why Xbox, bro. I was like, what the freak just happened, dude? My internet just sucked.
The cat's like, all right, you're done. He's an agent for Xbox. He was on the
Yeah,
island.
right.
He's
No, dude. Actually, wait. Dude, okay, can I just jump to something real quick? Apparently, homie on the island got banned off of Xbox.
homie. What do you mean, homie?
Okay, not the whole. I'm trying. I don't want to. I don't. Okay, he's not my homie, but
You can say Jeffrey Epstein, bro. It's good for the SEO.
We can. We can. Okay, because
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna get flagged, and then
I mean, probably, but it's fine.
Planter's like, you mentioned Epstein in this light, negative 1,000 credit score. Please, that's not what I meant. No, apparently Jeff Epstein got banned off of
You know what it is?
of Xbox.
That's why Microsoft's current performance is falling, because of they banned one of their financiers for the
yeah, right.
Like, oh, you want to ban me? Okay, fine.
I'm not gonna lie, dude, when I heard that, cause I used to be a console warrior back in the PS3 days, man. I was one of those guys. Guys, you don't understand the cell processor and why Uncharted and MGS4 looks so good. Blah, blah, blah. Man, listen, younger me would be going crazy because he'd be like, listen, bro, yeah, you got like the LeBron James of pedophiles. you got like top 3 that guy on your team.
Okay.
Right? I'm like, yo, bro, the PlayStation guys, we ain't got this guy here.
Oh no. Okay. And then they'll say, what games you got? They'll ask you, what games you got?
Yeah, bro.
We Horizon 1, 2, 7, 6, 35. Yeah. Like, okay.
We got Little Big Planet. We got Uncharted 1.
Got Little Big Planet
Last
2.
of Us. Yeah, Last of Us. We got Last of Us.
Sly Cooper.
We got Last of Us. Sly Cooper, yo, stop.
Skyrim. You got Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim Special Edition.
Yeah, we got Skyrim for the Samsung fridge.
Skyrim VR.
Yeah, Skyrim for the Google Home Alexa.
Skyrim Last of Us.
Skyrim on the phone.
Skyrim 2. The Skyriming.
Skyrim.
What were we talking
Skyrim
about?
on your smartwatch. I don't know, dude. This all happened because
we're talking about Xbox and Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. Xbox basically, yeah. So, they've lost a lot of money on it and like all this stuff, and unless they're coming out with something interesting, they're not gonna make money off of it, because
yeah, because bro, like Call of Duty did not sell well. A couple of games did not sell well.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's also part of it. Call of Duty did not sell well. It actually sold, I think it was the worst selling Call of Duty of all time. That's not to say that it did sell a lot, but for the greed that they're looking for, it did not sell enough. Especially since they made it so cheap with AI slop all over the place.
Yeah. Well, like one of the games that was supposed to be a slam dunk was supposed to be the Outer Worlds 2.
Oh yeah, it was. But too bad it wasn't.
It was not a slam dunk.
I am starting to think that Obsidian hitting the ball out of the park with Fallout New Vegas was a fluke.
Oh, interesting.
Not in a way to say that Fallout New Vegas was bad, but more so to say they cooked with that game and then they have not cooked since. The stove is still off, the oven is cold, the microwave is unplugged. Like, they keep serving up shit that's so mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I beat Outer Worlds 2. I played Avowed for like 4 or 5 hours, and I was like, both of these games are 6 or 7. I'm doing the thing out of like 10. Like,
dude, the fact that you hit 6, 7, like I felt the pause from here. Man.
I said 6, and I was like, I have to go for it. But no, like legitimately 6 to 7 out of 10, and they were not great. Like, they were just fine, Context, we're talking about, there's a Bloomberg article, which we will link in the description, that it was an interview with Obsidian Entertainment. I'll just go over the points here. Grounded 2 was a quote-unquote big hit, Grounded being that where you're shrunk down in your garden trying to fight off bugs and all that stuff. Avowed and The Outer Worlds 2 failed to meet sales expectations. Both were in development for 6+ years. Josh Sawyer, who's I think the head, said, "It's not good to release 3 games in the same year. It's the result of things going wrong. And then he also said spacing those releases helps the company manage its resources to not burn everybody out. Obsidian currently has around 280 employees. Currently no plans for third Outer Worlds game, but they want to keep making games in the Avowed/PoE universe. Avowed was created originally as a multiplayer game, but the idea was scrapped 2 years in. A crossover between Skyrim and Destiny.
Oh wow.
They got Skyrim again. Microsoft has enacted a 30% profit target for any Xbox studios, which has led them to putting games on PlayStation. Obsidian's plan for the next few years is to continue working on new products, both big and small, in addition to new content for Grounded 2 and The Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, so we talked about the 30% profit target before, and we were like, that's an insane metric. And then sure enough, that's why they have to release the PS5 now, because they're like, we need money, you know?
Yeah.
It does not help that these games are coming out on Game Pass, because I played it on Game Pass. I did not purchase the game, and I will not be renewing my Game Pass subscription, you know? So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Like, the 6+ years is, like, really, I feel like that's a lot, you know?
I think it is. I mean, I think AAA also takes some time, right? I think because part of it is like there's a certain like structure of things where it's like, okay, you have to have concept artists first before you can figure out like a game. Like I don't know,
I'm not saying 6+ years is a long time and they should have been shorter. I'm saying 6+ years for it to come out as mediocre as it did is not great, you know?
Yeah, I think maybe that's more indicative of like the ship that's being steered, right? Because like if you have, because like okay, I would assume like you need to have like the vision sort of ironed out before you start working on development, and you can't really have people just kind of ragtag kind of do things like independently. I would assume in more indie studios, you would have the ability to, if someone who makes like some like really sick art, you're like, oh, like how do we use this? That might inspire someone to make like a prototype of something. Whereas like if imagine like you have to like the start of the production is outlining what the game is going to be, what the general like the general gameplay loop and decisions are, and then you kind of do that at the very front versus like prototyping things. I don't know. I haven't worked in a game studio, but I'm guessing maybe that's what leads to these longer cycles.
Maybe that could be the case. Like there's a lot of processes that are involved.
Because it might not just be like, oh, dude, they spent 6 years cooking this thing. It might be like, oh, from
conceptualization all the way to release.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But at the same time, like, yeah, you like, I don't know. I've also worked on projects like just general work where like you kind of get the feeling that like some writing's on the wall and like you see it play out in a year. But like there's some things that you can't change and you just have to let the course go. So it could be that like some folks knew things were like, they're like, oh, like you can't really change the course of the ship. You just have to continue with it and then just go, I don't know, right?
Like you're saying, they built it out and they knew it was kind of mid, and they're like, well, we can't do anything about it now. We gotta
I imagine you're on like a 6-hour road trip, and then like 30 minutes in, you're like, damn, I forgot to bring my phone charger. Like an hour in, where it's like conceivable that it's like it's hard to make a U-turn now. You're like, well, what do you do?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Fine. Yeah. It's like you. Yeah. You kind of just move. You kind of move with it, and just because like that's the only path forward.
Fair enough.
I mean, hey, man. If they, I mean, maybe they can make another Fallout game. Fallout is pretty popping.
Well, it's weird because Obsidian is known for like being the RPG guys, you know, but realistically, besides Fallout New Vegas, I can't think of another RPG that they made. What?
Okay, they made one that was kind of mid. I have to confirm if it was them. It was Alpha Protocol. Bro, just make another one of those. It's basically James Bond, uh, RPG, but there's so many different factions, and depending how you place some certain missions out and which factions you align with, can like evolve and like can like it's like, oh, you're with the Russian faction, so like the Chinese or the Arab faction is gonna like act a certain way,
Okay.
and it has like this like aura of espionage, and how you play the game also matters.
Well, they
I haven't
made
played.
KOTOR 2 as well, Alpha Protocol,
Yeah,
Fallout New Vegas, Dungeon Siege 3,
they made
South Park Stick
frac.
of Truth.
Yes. I was gonna say Fractured Butthole.
But I would argue they didn't write the game. They only made, you know what I'm saying? Like they I'm just saying to
Damn.
start, you know,
Man said one
South
hit
Park people came
wonder.
in. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. They made Pentiment, but I don't know if that was like a big full scale game like these ones are. Um, I don't know. Outer Worlds 2, Avowed, Outer Worlds 1 were pretty mid, and also like again between Outer Worlds 1 and Outer Worlds 2, they were really heavily pushing Xbox Game Pass, right? So while there's a new 30% metric on like games that to make this much profit, the question comes: if it plays on Game Pass, does that count for it? If not, that really sucks, because how do you convince people to pay $70 for like a pretty all right game? You know what I'm saying?
You swindle them. I don't know.
Did I buy this game? Okay, I did not buy this game. Just making sure. I was like,
Wait, what game are you looking at?
I was looking at Outer Worlds 2. I was like, where did I play it? And I realized I played it on Game Pass just to make. I was
Game
just
Pass,
confirming
yeah.
that I played it on Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm curious to see now that everybody's like Game Pass is, because like a lot of people did the Xbox Live conversion
I did
into
that.
Game Pass, which was a lot cheaper. I'm curious how what is Microsoft gonna see? Like, are they gonna just see like a giant cliff of just like, oh shit, there's no more people on Game Pass?
Yeah. Well, they spent so much money on. They're charging so much money for it. Now it's like, okay, people are gonna be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, which rightfully so. I think that's completely
Yeah.
fair. They'll probably leave from Xbox to go to Steam or something.
Yeah.
Considering that Steam is getting sued for $900 million, they might need the funds to
Bro, honestly,
to stay afloat.
at this point, like I would just round up the number to 1 billion if you're just there. Like,
Yeah,
let's be real.
don't puss out, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like what is this 999 like fucking number, dude?
Yeah, that's true.
900 million, bro. Why just say 1 billion,
Say
dude?
$1 billion,
Right
why not?
there.
You know, like make it. It's already ridiculous. Make it more ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Valve is being sued for roughly $900 million in a class action lawsuit in the UK, originally filed in 2024 by digital rights art activist Vicky Shotbolt. The case has now been allowed to continue by the Competition Appeal Tribunal per a new ruling. Valve, this is so funny. The claim accuses Valve of rigging the market and taking advantage of UK gamers by contractually obligating publishers and developers to not sell their games on other platforms at lower prices than the versions available on Steam. This forces them to always give Steam the best deal and limits potential offers to customers, it's argued. It's also claimed that Steam's versions of the games only working with Steam's versions of DLC add-ons and expansions is anti-competitive, as it dissuades players from buying extra content for their games elsewhere and locks them into continuing to buy on Steam. Dog, what the hell are you talking about? So this is the dumbest.
So this is weird because like I feel like, because you can sell games both on Epic and on Steam and on GOG, right? I think, I don't know if I think I might be misunderstanding what's going on. But if the idea is, oh, like I can't buy DLC from this one place.
So that's the thing.
And then
like when you buy a game on PS5 and then you sell your PS5 and you buy an Xbox and you say, I already own the game on PS5, let me buy DLC on Xbox and play it. That's not how that works. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not.
Yeah.
That's really stupid. And then also like with Steam, like they're not, like there are so many sales. I bought a $70 game for $11. Like that's there's so much you can do off of Steam, and like 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 there's a lot that's there, and I don't know what they're hoping to get out of this lawsuit, because it's not, I don't think it's gonna work, you know. Yeah, I really don't understand what the point of this lawsuit is, because I feel like the points it's making is really stupid.
Like,
yeah,
if it's like the 30% cut thing that people are talking about, that like, oh, I mean, that's like a standard thing. Like, you might as well do that with Sony.
well, Sony I think charges more. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? And then, so it's really weird because like, it's like, I don't understand how they're gonna argue the DLC bit, because that's a limitation shared by every PC like game, you know, like every PC thing, every console, all ecosystems, like that's really strange. And then also like Steam is pretty pro consumer. They're selling new hardware. They're like, hey, you can do whatever you want with it. It's a PC, like the Steam machine. Like, you can use the Steam Deck for whatever you want. Like, that's, again, I'm not one to be like, oh, defend the big corporation, but like there is a point where it's like, okay, if there's something to stand on, fair. But I feel like here there's nothing, you know?
Yeah, I think Steam is like, Valve is like such a behemoth in the space, but they are such a good like marketplace producer, or like leader in their market space, that it's like they're very pro consumer. Like if this was any other person, they would have like really taken advantage of consumers, but this is very like pro user, which is nice. I don't know, man. People be tripping, bro. Like, I don't know why you're getting upset at Steam, bro. There's other people to get upset at.
Well, it's also interesting because it's like games. So there's a Twitter thread I'm reading through where it's like, you know, people are saying that games have never been cheaper, and if you could even claim Valve has a monopoly on game distribution, which first off they don't, right? Like, they're in a position because they've done an excellent job of providing a good service, right? They provide a really excellent service. Like, it's better than the Xbox app on my computer, and I hate using that app, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, the thing is, people are saying, oh, like, if the Valve's 30% transaction fee is so bad, like, you can go somewhere else and put your game up there. And case in point, you have Epic, the Epic Game Store. Tim Sweeney comes out and he's like, hey, yeah, we don't charge that much, and we actually pay for people to keep it here. Like, you know, like, we pay them fairly. And he kept coming out on Twitter, and it was like, he said, Steam's rules do explicitly prohibit games from steering players to competing purchase methods, forcing everyone to pay 30% to Valve. Apple and Google did the same until the court explicitly found this practice to be unlawful. Now they don't. And then apparently like, he's trying to claim that it's like a walled garden, but the Twitter note has it saying, like, you know, the district courts rejected Epic's like Sherman Act claims, saying like, oh, Steam is controlling the market, all this stuff, you know. And then also, let me make sure this is right. People also clowning Tim Sweeney because he was like, you know, like, Steam is like not that great, like they're forcing competitors not to use other platforms and things like that. And it's like, no, people are choosing not to use other platforms because your shit is so bad. Like, the Epic Game Store is horrible, you know.
Yeah. Like, I think the fact that like Steam like fostered like this marketplace is like they built the whole thing, right? And it's not like they entrapped users.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like, I don't know, like, it's weird because like imagine like there's no roads, you build all the roads, and then like the government or somebody comes in and says, oh, dude, like, what, like you can't paint the roads red, and it's like, dude, I did this whole thing. Why are you here now? Since like you weren't here when I was building this stuff. They dedicated like again. I realize honestly, if this was any other company, I I'm not giving the same defense for Apple. But like it's just the fact that like Steam has 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 taken care of its user base, and the fact
Yeah.
that like they're not acting with like malice. Like
Bro, Steam support will
they're just
go to
like,
someone's house and shoot them if someone steals your account. Like they,
bro. I'm just saying, bro. Gabe Newell hand delivered the fucking Steam decks, man.
yeah,
Like,
that's true.
I'm joking, but at the same time, think about it. Like, when's the last time you've seen like someone be like, "Oh, dude, we're really excited about this product, and I'm just gonna go hand deliver it this shit here."
Bro,
And
they're so
right now, there's a fucking sale about typing games.
Yep.
and they really signal boost. No, okay. Actually, I'm gonna take a second here. They signal boost a lot of niches. Like they have like the other week. I regret not jumping in. They had a sale on highlighting detective games. They have a spotlight for like Steam Next Fest, which is like how do you have indies show up and give them visibility, right? They built out this really nice feature for curators, which honestly, dude, like PlayStation doesn't have this, Xbox doesn't have this, Epic Game Store doesn't have this, which is like, oh, you like,
Bro, Epic Game Store didn't have a cart until like 3 years ago, like that.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But so like they're giving good like pipelines for people to see games.
Yeah.
And
you don't have to buy games on Steam. You can go to GOG, you can go to Epic. Like there's no like I like using Steam, you know?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't, you know, then that's fine. But this is, you know,
I don't know, man, bro. Honestly, just fucking keep this energy for Jeffrey Epstein, bro. Okay, so arches to him.
Well, you know, because he is the source of a ton of income for the modern age of gaming, bro. I don't think you understand. Epstein, so allegedly, based on the most recent files released from the DOJ for the Epstein files, whatever, emails reveal that allegedly Jeffrey Epstein's advisors were speaking with former Activision CEO Bobby Kotick, again allegedly, about microtransactions and Call of Duty all the way back in 2013. Quote, "I'm all for indoctrinating kids into an economy."
Oh man. Yeah.
He, first off, crazy that they call microtransaction money in COD CP. Just
yeah, but
throw that out there.
Hell of a name, dude.
Just a little bit. But yeah, I am shocked from the stance of like this dude is everywhere. Like he is messing with everything from a society standpoint. He has blackmail on the highest people in the land. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's ruining everything. And yet here we are like, okay, gaming at least is safe. No, it's not. The state of gaming is because of Jeffrey Epstein, bro. This man is fucking island dog. Holy shit.
Yeah. Actually, okay, well, there was something you shared the other day. What was that? Apparently somebody's using his Fortnite account.
Yeah, okay. Also, apparently someone is using his Fortnite account in Israel, so the rumor is that he's still alive. I don't know, dude. He's back from the dead for the fucking Huntrix release from K-pop Demon Hunters in Fortnite, bro. I don't know at this point, but like it's all that aside, like I think it's crazy that like you see like the fracture point of history like changing, you know what I'm saying? Like for example, like for the United States it's like signing the Declaration of Independence, but like for gaming it's like this email is like, oh dude, like what if we make an economy for kids to get into, you know? Very like scary thing to see that these kinds of things are being allegedly talked about behind closed doors.
Yeah, bro, it's the man, the fucking Illuminati, bro. Low key, man. This shit's kind of, it seems like it's viable.
Yeah.
Man, like bro. And this was back in 2013 for context, man.
Mm-hmm. What Call of Duty came out in 2013?
Yeah, let's see. All right,
Let's see.
2013 Call of Duty. I'm gonna say Advanced Warfare. Fucking Ghosts. Oh, dude, this is where we're all went wrong. Yo, get this guy off of. Well, he doesn't have a phone anymore, but damn, bro, it's crazy. But yeah, okay, but I because I opened up the tweets. And people were like, okay, okay, this is funny. Wait, okay,
Oh, no.
this May 3rd, 2013, he emails basically Bobby Kotick. He's like, yo, dude, you guys should definitely add microtransactions. Allegedly. And then allegedly, December 19th, 2013, he gets banned from Xbox. Bro, he was throwing around the gamer word. Is that what he was doing? How bad do you have to be to get banned off a platform, bro? I'm just saying, what, like, is it people? Okay, the meme around is like, oh man, you wouldn't handle the Call of Duty lobbies.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know, bro. Some people in these lobbies are fairly stranger danger, man.
Release the Epstein chat logs for Xbox.
Yeah, bro.
Dude. Bro, that's so crazy that he's just like, yeah,
bro, defuse the bomb. What are you doing? Oh my, bro, you're such a destroyer. Oh, he's throwing, dude.
Do you think Epstein was on Roblox a lot?
I don't think. I mean, was there Roblox back then?
I don't know, man, but he probably like started the e-dating. Oh, dude, he started e-dating in fucking VR chat.
Oh, dude.
I'm just telling you, bro. Like, every bane of society is coming from this man, and it's like, oh my god, dude, I cannot believe that it's just like, okay, obviously everything else that he's involved in, horrific, disgusting, like that's like the very baseline. But it's just like extra cartoon villain shit where he's like, and what if we make the kids into an economy? It's like, what are you doing with your life to get to this point? You know?
It's crazy because these are all just, okay, bro. First off, these are all emails from a fucking Gmail account. Fucking just read. You know, like you think this would be on Signal, this would be on something specific. There's that, plus this dude has so many fucking spelling mistakes. Well, there's no decorum for sending emails, bro. There's no to whom it may concern, thanks, best regards, comma, you know, none of that stuff. This dude is just can't even spell freaking like examples right. and there's fucking like he can't even spell earn. He just puts an equal sign. I don't. What the fuck is this? Maybe I'm not up to his level of thinking, man. Do you think he also emailed Bobby Kotick about Overwatch? He's like, please buff Winton.
Winton. Or hey, I have a great idea for a hero. Listen, Japanese character has the power of Kitsune, and then he's like, oh, that's a good idea. Okay, if we ever make an Overwatch 2, we'll put him in there. But I guess technically she's making it into Overwatch 1 because Overwatch 2 is now dropping the 2. Also context, the Kitsune character apparently gets like all the skins in the game, and everyone else is like, I hate this fucking character because she's literally taking everything. So so Overwatch tweeted out, old name, new era, welcome back Overwatch.
Nice. Well, the tweet you linked is from just a quick shout out is from the Gaming Ethos. This dude's from the podcast that
the Gaming Illuminati.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't
he's
know that.
one of the guys on it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So he tweeted out saying, so let me understand this. You made a sequel and then spent a year gaslighting everyone into believing it was going to be a true sequel. You launched the game after cutting a bunch of pre-VE content that would have justified the 2 label. Now you finally admit that it was all pointless and wasted everyone's time. We still have no animated show or movie. This has got to be the most incompetent usages of IP ever.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
tracks because like I think the hype, bro. Actually, it's funny because when you watch the animation, they literally just like, oh, here's the Overwatch 2 logo, and then they just like they snap it, and it just shifts away, and it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. I
Oh,
I will say that like I haven't played Overwatch in a while, but I've heard that they're doing a lot to like try to fix the game and make it more relevant and make it more like interesting. But I don't think so. The Overwatch 2 also like released like a huge patch, like, oh, we're gonna do like a ton of stuff for this game, and they're releasing like 5 heroes and all that stuff. I think Marvel Rivals is the best thing to happen for Overwatch enjoyers. Um, because now they're eating. Now they're like, oh, we're getting a lot of content. They're updating a lot of stuff. They're actually caring about the game now. They're actually like put into overdrive because Marvel Rivals is like literally the better version of this game, you know. Um, and so people are like, hey, like, we're gonna go over there if you don't fix your shit. And they're like, oh wait, no, please, please, you know.
yeah. It's I mean, bro, they had a content drop, which is or they had a roadmap. They added a cat with a jetpack, and a bunch of other characters. Low key, kind of excited a little bit just to see how they're gonna change it up, or if we're just gonna play more of the same.
You're saying for Overwatch?
For Overwatch, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
bro,
mean,
there's a
low-key.
fucking cat with a jetpack, bro. I mean,
Bro, you're literally falling for the "we have Jeff at home" type shit right now, and that's what this is. He's literally Jeff from,
so
I'm just saying, you're falling for it.
yeah, my fucking Discord picture is Jeff, a
That is
live
true.
Jeff reaction. I mean, I don't know. It's I mean, look, Matt, like you like it's been a while. You got to see if they're cooking or they're doing something. Like the same concept with High Guard, right? It's like, okay, like they just launched, give them some time. But I will say that, so this is actually interesting, I'm gonna counter my own point,
Mm-hmm.
is that when Overwatch launched, it was like a little bit content bare, but people were still saying that like OG Overwatch was like prime and was goated, and it's better than like original launch of High Guard. But granted, the High Guard's been out for like what 2 weeks,
Mm.
and like there's a new concept, and they're like working things out. Whereas like Overwatch, people can argue is like, oh, was just basically Team Fortress 2, with
Yeah.
porn.
I did not expect that last part, but yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
no, it was just the. I think there's a reason why the characters are a certain way, man.
I'm
That's
just
all it is.
saying. Okay, yes, correct, bro. Some of these new characters that they are putting out, they looked at Marvel Rivals and they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta goon this shit up."
Yeah.
I don't know if did you see all the characters that they're trying to release?
I saw only like 2 characters.
Who did you see?
Uh, well, Jetpack guy, and then I saw this one lady that looked like she was like she looked like Cassidy, but was like a white jacket. She was like a casino high roller kind of vibe. I don't know.
She has like the streak of gold in her hair.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, bro, they are gooning this game up. So, not that Overwatch wasn't gooned up before, but to this extent, I don't know. Like, so, regardless, from the perspective of like Overwatch players, like this is good that they're getting more content, obviously. But from the perspective of like the overall ethics of the game, I don't know how to describe it, but like
Ethics? You see, like, are you saying ethics or epics?
ethics, ETHICS, like
Oh,
the idea of like releasing number 2 and then saying it's different and then it's not different and then forcing everyone to lose their purchases. But at the same time, I think that now looking at it in retrospect, I'm not trying to justify Overwatch 2, but realistically, like Overwatch 2 existing should have just been a patch to Overwatch 1, and you can vastly
yeah.
change it up, but let people keep the skins and all this stuff that they've purchased and all that. Because now it's like it feels like, oh, well, I guess it's weird because it's like when you go from like Hades 1 to 2, if you purchase like cosmetics or whatever in Hades 1 to 2, you shouldn't expect that to carry over from Dishonored 1 to 2. Cosmetics in Dishonored 1 shouldn't carry over to cosmetics to Dishonored 2. but you know what I'm saying? Like, does that
Yeah.
um I
I
don't
think
know.
also the thing was that like people were like hoarding loot boxes, and then they just opened everybody's loot box, and then like
That is true. They did do
yeah.
that. Yeah, that is true.
Um, so it's I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know, man. To go back to the point that like Ethos was making was that the hype that this IP, the Overwatch IP had at the very beginning, they were like, yo, this is this is if Pixar had made like a shooting game or like a video game, and it's like that was like the level of quality of animation and all this stuff, and then now like it like nobody really cares about Overwatch stories or anything. Like I'm surprised that they didn't make a movie out of this. Like that could have, like this should have been something
Hmm.
easily that could have been, like the same thing that Ethos was saying. There's no show or no animated movie, and it's like that could have been like the point. You have recognizable characters. Uh, Blizzard already is really good at animation, and storyboarding things. This could have been like a good lore drop to get more people into it.
That is true. It could have been.
Because there's all this lore about like, oh, like Reaper and all this other stuff, and I don't know, like there's this um
But I
and like the shadow organization that he was with, and I don't know.
I feel like, okay, so I'm not saying his point is incorrect. I actually very much agree with it. But I feel like in this specific instance, that's like a like, oh, this would have been nice type thing. It's not something that they outright unless it is. But
That's true. That's true. That's true.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
so I guess the difference here is that, like, I think what people have a right to be upset about is the promise of what Overwatch 2 would have been, and what, like, it means to lose your gear and all these things in Overwatch 2, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the question comes from, like, what do you do from, well, not from here. I mean, it's going to go to Overwatch. They're changing it and all this stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess conceptually, like, if they were to announce Overwatch 3 tomorrow, right? Like, is it something that they learned from? Is it like, which I guess this is technically Overwatch 3. They're like changing a bunch of stuff. They're making a new game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to take it, honestly, because it is kind of funny with where we're at now, because now we have people who genuinely really enjoy Overwatch, versus like people before where they're like, hey, like, Overwatch kind of sucks, I don't want to play it anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of, it's also free now, but it's still mostly negative on Steam, so I don't really know.
I mean, they're always actually. Let's rerun the reviews real quick. Overwatch 2. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, recent reviews. English reviews are negative, and if you're playing competitive game, I don't recommend this game. However, you're playing for fun, I don't recommend this game. Okay, how many hours does this guy have? Okay, 300 hours. I trust it. This guy played 8 hours. This game was fun for a long while. Okay, man, get this. I don't know, like,
Bro, people have 1,000 hours on this game. That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I get the why people upset, or why people are upset, but at the end of the day, like, I also don't understand why they're dropping the 2. Like, I don't mind that they're doing. I don't care, but I don't get why they're doing that. Is there like an explicit reason why they're just saying we're not the 2 anymore? It's just Overwatch now.
You know, I guess because it's like, I mean, I guess it's the original thing. Like, it's like, for example, if you think of I don't know, like, I guess, for example, like Counter-Strike Go, Global Offensive to Counter-Strike 2. I think they were just like, okay, let's just make some significant like
They do
upgrades
explain it.
to.
They explain saying it's just going to be like Overwatch, the forever game.
Yeah. That's probably like, that makes sense. I think that's like, I guess, more of a marketing thing, just to kind of keep everybody like in the same understand. I mean, Why can't I get my freaking words out? I think the damage was already done with Overwatch 2, like the branding stuff. I think they could have just kept it as is. Um, yeah, I think they got over the hill. Like if they like made that course correct like a month after the announcement, and then say, actually, guys, we're just gonna revert to back to Overwatch, I would understand. But now it's like, bro, it's been out for like what, like a year or two.
Yeah.
Just let it run, man.
Yeah. Fair. That's a fair point. But yeah, I don't know. I don't play the game, so I don't really have like a super hard take on it, because it's like, yeah, like the thing is, if Overwatch 1 isn't playable anymore, I feel like there's no big deal at this point. Like, yes, the sting of like, you guys made 2, didn't do anything new, like whatever, right? Because again, they reneged on a lot of what they said. They went back on, instead of whatever, I think they went from 5v5 from 2 to back to 6v6, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, like this is literally at this point, what's the point of Overwatch 2? But now we're here. We're so far off from like the original launch. Like, are you still going to be like, are you not going to play out of principle? Because I understand. And then if you want to play like Marvel Rivals instead, fair enough. Like, Marvel Rivals did come in and eat a significant portion of Overwatch's lunch, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So you were saying like you don't play, you haven't played Overwatch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Nvidia also doesn't play Overwatch?
I think Nvidia doesn't want anybody to play Overwatch at this point. And Nvidia says, "Hey, how about you kill yourself if you want to play Overwatch or any game for that matter?"
What?
Allegedly. So what's happening is that Nvidia is not going to release a new graphics card this year, as it focuses on AI. Basically, Nvidia has decided not to release a GPU this year. The long-rumored RTX 50 series super refresh in 2026 will not happen because of RAM shortages, and and data center shortages as well. Demand for the GeForce RTX GPUs is strong, and memory supply is constrained. We continue to ship all GeForce SKUs, and we are working closely with our suppliers to maximize inventory memory availability. Dude, you bought the card at a excellent time.
Yeah,
you really lucked out.
I got lucky, bro. There was a pricing error for pre-building. Me and my brother were like, let's just do it. And then I don't know what the MS, like what the things are going for right now, but the 5090s were going for, actually, let's see 5090 on eBay. Damn, somebody's selling it for $3K. Hey, that's like a whole $1,000 on top of,
let's see, 5090 at Micro Center is, let's find out, 5080 for 1400. 5090 is not in stock at Micro Center. Let's see, 2700 at Micro Center. So, but they're all sold out, obviously. So, yeah.
Hey, man.
I am.
Low-key, I understand where they're coming from, because, like, there's all this demand to get cards, and like there's already like the RAM is already pre-bought already. Like it hasn't even been manufactured, but they're bought out for the rest of the year. So manufacturing is GG.
I'm not surprised at the company doing things to maximize profit, obviously, but it sucks that like this AI stuff is really affecting like a lot of different spaces in terms of like spaces that we enjoy, like gaming and like art and things like that. And then also the question becomes like, at the end of the day, like what happens when, like, not what happens, but like I don't know, like, does this mean AMD is going to step up, be the stepdad that stepped up or whatever, like, or whatever whatever it is, you know, like that's a great opportunity, right, to fill that void.
For the gamers. I mean, honestly, probably like Like they have always been the mid range champions, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with
So
that. But yeah, I am, again, I'm not surprised to see this news come out. I feel like it was a long time coming, but at the end of the day, like what's next, Because I don't know, man. We don't got. Excuse me. We don't have.
yeah, this man's tired of this bullshit. You see,
Dude, I
Nvidia,
am.
you got this man sick of this shit, bro. You get this, man. You
Please
did him dirty.
release me.
Yeah,
But you know what else I'm tired of?
fucking Sony. This is not what we're asking about when we're saying make new games. The people want Sly Cooper.
Okay.
They don't want another Horizon game. Please.
Anyways.
Sony basically came out and announced, was it 1 or 2 Horizon games?
They announced They announced 2 Horizon games, both of which we knew were being worked on. We've talked about it. They're making some projects. One of which is a mobile game, and it actually looks like Horizon in terms of like it is a like 1-to-1 in terms of design and characters and all that stuff. And it's only available for mobile and PC, not on PS5. So you cannot play this one of the new Horizon games on the console that built Horizon. You know what I'm saying? The brand can't play it on there. The other game is coming out on PS5 and PC. It is a co-op action game that is, from what I'm understanding, a Elden Ring-esque type of game. Like Night Rain, sorry, specifically.
Night Rain, right? Yeah.
Yes, Night Rain. You choose a built hunter. You go around the world collecting items and hunting monsters and things like that. I will just refer back to the tweet that I posted on our docket. Herman Hulst is an actual terrorist.
Man, it's bro. He got too high up, man, in the corporate ladder, and he's giving treatment to his baby, bro.
The thing is, I'm not disagreeing with you. However, Horizon has sold a metric buttload of copies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's the only shit that comes out.
No, I know. I'm not disagreeing with you, but at the end of the day, like, the numbers are speaking for the game. People are buying it at the end of the day. Like, it is what it is, like, people like to say it's not a banger and people like to say it sucks and all that stuff. The games are solid. Like, 1 and 2 are pretty solid. I haven't played any of the other ones, but like 1 and 2 are pretty solid in terms of story, in terms of gameplay and all that stuff. But to me, they're very middle of the road. I'd say like 7s out of 10 to 8 out of 10s, right? Or 6 to 8 is like the range I'd give it. But yeah, and then they're like, hey, we can do more. This new one specifically, I don't like the look of it. I think it looks kind of weird.
Yeah, it has an interesting art style. I think it's like overly cell shaded. I don't know. It's like, I guess it's not exactly cell shaded, but it feels like there's like the edges of everything, or the highlights of everything, have Vaseline on it.
Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it. But
no, I don't know. It feels too hard edged, too not smeared. I don't know, man.
It's too animated for me. And I know it's like a weird complaint, but I feel like it's doing too much. Like, there's like, you know what it's giving? It's giving, specifically when you see the characters animate and move and doing a bunch of stuff. Mm-hmm. It's giving those TikTok videos of people who do like the overacting and like move their hands up and down. And you know what I'm saying?
Is it like, oh guys, we have to, we're definitely gonna go for the +5. Oh, let's go get those.
Yeah,
You're talking
well,
about like
like the
those
game,
fake
like,
game ads.
well, that, and also like it's just giving like theater kid who's like doing too much, you know.
Mm,
Um,
okay, I see what you're saying.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at it now, and it's just like I'm really not a fan of this. Like,
No, okay, you know what it looks like? You know what it looks like?
hmm.
It's like they took the art style of Hi-Fi Rush and then cranked the sharpness to 1,000.
I can
Because
see that. Yeah,
like it's really colorful. And it looks good in still, but in motion it's like there's too many hard lines and too many flashing colors. Like it's uh I like to like I'm glad that games are leaning into style, like in stylized art that's not realistic. Like, okay, you know, let me take a step back, right?
mm-hmm.
We've been fatigued with realistic art styles. I'm glad at least that they're trying to do something that's not realistic, you know?
Yeah,
Like they're aiming for something that looks different, which is good, right? I mean, but I think just looks a little too edged up. I
yeah.
don't know.
Um, yeah. I think it also like breaks a lot of like what the previous like the look of Horizon. You know, like it's so different
Yeah.
that like it doesn't feel like a Horizon game. And again, I'm not attached to the brand to where it's like, oh, they're ruining it, but like it just looks off. You know. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, you know, hopefully it's successful if this is what they want to release. But like, I'm personally tired of Horizon. But you know,
I am
that's
too. I'm just saying, bro. Multi-billion-dollar company like Sony.
they got like 3 games.
Yeah, man. God,
Well,
fucking, God damn it, man. Brother, is done with this, man. More. Speaking about more shit about not being creative. Fucking,
release me.
they're like, bro, just make. There's so many people that want to make new content, but they want to rely on the old reliable. They are making a show about Baldur's Gate.
Yep, Craig Mazin, co-creator of arguably the most acclaimed TV adaptation of. Okay, I don't know why it's giving all these. I was just reading this tweet. Craig Mazin, co-creator of HBO's Last of Us, will be taking on another popular game, Baldur's Gate 3. This is like written for people who don't know what this is. Unlike
Yeah.
HBO's Last of Us, which retold the story from the PlayStation games, the Baldur's Gate TV series will be a continuation of the games, telling a story that takes place immediately after the events of Baldur's Gate 3, as the characters, old and new, are dealing with the ramifications of the events in the third game.
I hate this so much.
I also vehemently hate this.
Like, why does it have to? Well, first off, okay, this story came out like yesterday, and Hadi and I were joking. He was like, "Oh, dude, Craig Mazin is directing this," and I pulled out a dumb joke where I was like, "Oh, I I get to be what the fuck did I say?"
Let me pull up the tweet. Let me see.
I was like, what was it?
You said
Because I was memeing on the quote from this is not in the original game from Last of Us. But they made Ellie say it, which is like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a dad,"
oh yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
what I say. I was like,
Oh.
"Oh, what did I say?"
I'm gonna be a mind flayer.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a mind flayer. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the game's the Baldur's Gate 3 starts with you getting infected. So I was like, "Oh my god, I get to be a mind flayer." Anyways,
Yeah.
because dude, this guy, Chernobyl was a great show from what I hear. But oh my god, he primarily ran season 2. Season 2 was like cheeks, and it followed way too close to the source material.
Now, hold on. To be fair, I think Neil Druckmann is also pretty involved in season 2.
But he was also involved in season 1. And like I think Neil Druckmann left at a certain point from the show.
That is true.
Like
that is true. Yeah,
he did say, "Guys, I'm bowing out." But like so one, I have a concern about how well he can adapt things, and two, can you please just give us something that doesn't rely on old stuff? Like Fallout is set within the universe, but it's not like, well, you have to play Fallout 3 to know the lore behind this. No, dude, it's its own independent thing. My wife never watched Fallout or never played Fallout. I mean, maybe she had, but like it's
You
not
can
it's
watch it
not
without
a
it. Yeah.
yeah. You don't need to know it.
I
Uh,
I think my problem isn't that it's well, it's part of it. Like I also agree. Like give us something new. However, my problem is that this IP specifically, these stories, these characters, they have resolutions. I don't need to see what happens after. Like, because one,
yeah.
that's gonna dictate okay what ending is quote unquote canon
Yep.
theoretically, right? I don't care for that. I like my ending, right? And obviously,
Yeah.
if you the argument's like, oh, you don't have to watch it. Fair enough, I don't. But we're here now. It's coming out. It's gonna lock down an ending. It's also going to expand the story because everyone, like, if you play your cards right, everyone gets a really good resolution. You know what I'm saying? Like Will, Karlak, Shadowheart, Gale, like everybody can get a very, very good resolution.
Yeah.
And so I don't need to see more plot with these characters. And also, if they go from, okay, their plot is resolved, but they still have to band together to defeat another evil from this universe, bro, these guys are like gods by the end of the game. Like, what are you going to throw at them
bro.
to make it interesting? Like, what? You
Also,
know?
depending on what ending you choose,
Some of them don't make it out.
I don't know, man. Bro, I don't know.
Yeah, I also
You
agree.
get like if you get the one ending for Gale and the other ending for what's his face, Asterion, it's like, bro, they're literally end game villains, dude.
Yeah.
So
And also like, there's also the question of like, what is your character in the game? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what does that look like? And then also like, another big thing is that the original creators of the game, Larian Studios, were not aware of this.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be involved. Obviously, they kind of severed ties with that whole brand after the third one. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say like it's going to be, it probably will be. It is going to be horrible, but I'm just confused as to who thought this was necessary, you know?
It's so unfortunate because you look at like, it's because a tweet right below this story, which is like arguably the most acclaimed TV adaptation of a video game to date, and the picture is like, and the guy's like, am I being gaslit? And it's Arcane and Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which is like, those are S class. Okay, I mean Edge Runners, I think
it's better than Last of Us, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's a little bit different, but like Arcane is S class in how to make a game adaptation.
Yeah, that's true.
Of a TV show, right? And I think why it's so good is because it doesn't have like, it has like lore in the that you can see in cinematics and stuff, but they don't have like, they have to build it from scratch. And then Edge Runners is like a separate story, like that
within
happens
an established universe.
Exactly, right. And same thing with Fallout. Like those games, like those three are so good because it's such a fresh take. Is this how book people felt watching movies getting adapted? You know what I'm saying? Like as someone that chronically does not read, like is it that like they're like, oh, like the adaptation is like too 1-to-1. But I'm assuming like there's a little bit more of a payoff because you're seeing how certain scenes get played out is interesting versus like a video game where the story and the visuals are already provided to you. So like putting it on a TV format, what doesn't really change anything unless you expand on the universe. I don't know, man. I really, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm done with sort of this like enshittification of content and just like you literally could have like actually this encapsulates this perfectly. Like this is like Baldur's Gate. I guess Baldur's Gate 3 is like adapted to an extent from Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah.
Like which is a whole thing about creativity and making your own story. Like the irony is very heavy here, that like they are taking something that is about making your own adventure, and they're not even like creative enough to make their own thing, like mind flayers and magic and sorcery and archers and warriors and all this stuff, and uh, rangers, bards and all this stuff is not unique to Baldur's Gate. And what's even more insulting, or like that, like it, like is like spit in their face, is that you have Critical Role doing like multi-year sessions and like multi episodes of this stuff, and like they have this down to a T, and it's literally them just improving. Like
I mean, they have a show that they wrote properly, you know what I'm saying? But they adapted, like they changed it up and all that stuff. But I see what you're saying. Yes, I would.
Well, I'm saying like the basis of this thing is use your imagination, and that's the one thing that these video game to TV pipeline folks they're just fucking retell what's there. Nah, man, just give me something, man.
I mean, I guess
like Fallout is so good.
Technically, they're not retelling. They're expanding. They're using something that was established,
right?
Oh
my
god!
But yeah. Hey, bro, can I just use your homework? Can I copy your... Like, it's like establish something else, man. Like, it doesn't have to be Baldur's Gate 3. Like, get this fucking marketing bullshit out of here, man.
I saw a tweet. Astarion, you go right. Shadowheart, you go left. Gale, you go in the middle. And Dirge, smash. We are Baldur's Gate 3. It's like, all right, man. Like, yeah, I don't know. I am so curious because there is a small chance it could be good, right? It could be. I very much doubt it, but it could happen, and I'm curious because there has to be something. They had to be cooking with something that they were like, yeah, this is it. Because also, like, Baldur's Gate 3 is like a brand for Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, but like they also own. Did they also own? No, they don't own Dungeons and Dragons. Who owns?
They do, or Hasbro, which is owned by Wizards of the Coast.
Oh my dude, this is so. Just y'all had a Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah. Apparently, it was really good. So.
Bro, what is this? Bro, please stop brand maxing. I hate this.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. We got Baldur's Gate cups. We got Baldur's Gate clothes. We got Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, just fucking brain rot. Just make good shit, man. Yep. Stop taking existing shit and making it again. This is why we have more releases of The Last of Us than anything else. Yeah. This is why we have fucking 6 Horizon games.
So we have 30 Fallouts of the
same. And no new Sly Cooper games.
Brand maxing is really good. God damn. That's pretty good. Dude. Oof. Well, you know, damn, dude, that's wild. Yeah, I guess we'll find out how this goes. But we will be watching it together, and then we will be critiquing.
You know what's funny? We said we were gonna watch the.
I was literally about to say we should watch the Yakuza show.
Yeah, dude.
We need to watch it. We need to watch it.
Let's watch it. Yeah.
Okay, let's watch it. What we can do is we can meet up in Roblox and watch it in like a theater in Roblox, right? So long as it's not in Egypt.
That's true. Yes, Egypt has blocked Roblox. So this was like literally like last second. I just added this to the docket. It was because I was just on TikTok and I just see a bunch of kids crying and I'm like, what's going on? And I thought like the dad did something, or like did they just. No, it turns out just Roblox got blocked in a bunch of Middle Eastern countries. One of them was Egypt.
Yeah.
So it was just interesting. Kids are crying. So it was just funny because I was just like, haha, kid. I was like, how the guys that built the pyramids don't like blocks. And that's the only reason why I added it. Low key though, I don't know. I don't know why it got blocked, but it's probably one of those things where it's like, listen, man, it's probably don't need kids
It said, well,
seeing
they
random
said protect
people.
children's moral and educational values. So,
Mm.
to be fair, if it's that reasoning, yes, but it's probably some government censorship stuff, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know,
The kids are doing protests in
in
Roblox.
Roblox. Yeah.
This actually this is so random. Speaking of another blog game, they just released a Minecraft like the MLK update, and there's Rosa Parks.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the?
Dude, it was random,
I was like, oh
bro.
okay.
I don't.
I
I feel
saw
like
they added
it's
a
not
new
gonna be
mob,
used in the right
Rosa
way.
Parks. Rosa Parks. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, man.
yeah. So, you know, good luck to Egypt. Hopefully they will unban Roblox for you guys whenever.
Guys, sign the petition, please.
Yeah, sign the petition, please. I have 30 elephant seal brain rots. I need them. But I mean, you know, I guess we'll find out. It's interesting because I wonder if other countries are going to start doing the same because of the child stuff that's going on, like the predator stuff that's going on Roblox. And if they do, I really wonder if Roblox is going to up their ante in terms of like, oh, we need to fix this now, you know. But we'll see. We shall see.
We shall see.
Yeah. Those are all the news stories. Do you have any words of wisdom for everybody on the internet? Or rather, we'll end it with a question. How about this? I'll ask you a question. You know, what is a concept from a game that when you feel it and you're like, oh, this is gonna be good? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, for my example, right? When I'm playing a game and the game is like, oh, you have a parry, and the parry feels really good, I'm like, oh, this game is gonna cook, you know? Like Sekiro, when you hit that first parry, you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
okay, this game is gonna cook, you know? Or like a really good
like
jump, you know, like like that kind of thing.
Like the parries in Expedition, I think the audio like playback, like when you successfully hit the parry, and like you return fire on the enemy is that's like okay. See what you're saying?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like my personal example is Jedi Survivor. I was playing it and I was like, ooh, this parry is so, because you get really cool finishers if you finish them with the parry at times. So it's super neat, like to see like, oh dude, they cooked with these, you know, like that kind of thing is really, really nice. So
yeah, I'm trying to think because I remember there was a game that sort of got me in a trance a little bit. I'm trying to think what it was. I know like Tetris 99 really had its hooks into me.
Really?
Like when I was like just like locking in, because the music. Granted, I haven't played Tetris 99 in such a long time, but it's just that music and the snaps and the like the audio of the pieces moving, and then the adrenaline hyping up, and then the fast paced rendition of the
music
of the traditional Tetris theme, and you're like, oh fuck, dude, I'm like, you're playing there like that, you know, you feel like I gotta move quick, and like, oh, this dude just sent like 30 lines to me, like there's that level of I think the audio cues in that game is interesting. There's actually, I think the same, I might have mentioned this before, but the same people that made Tetris Effect made this other game called like Luminous something, and it's a puzzle game, but it has like such great audio visual sync up that like the founder of the studio is like, he's like, I think the concept of synesthesia, which is like the ability for people to see audio waves as a pattern, or like see, like it's like some people will like hear a sound and see like the color blue like manifest in front of them or something. It's like this weird phenomenon. Or like some people will be like, oh, music will play and they can feel a taste in their mouth. Like it's like this like extra sensory input when hearing some audio. So he was like, oh, this concept sounds so cool, so I'm gonna build a whole like research institute around this and then build games to sort of capture that feeling.
Oh wow.
So it's like I think that is that like So he didn't make Tetris 99, I don't think, but I think that just that like crispiness feels good, and I'm sort of itching. I was trying to see if there's a way to play Tetris 99 without a Switch. Like if they had released it or if somebody had made it. Did you laugh?
No. I was saying I don't
Okay,
think there is. Yeah.
oh, okay. I thought you giggled like as if like you were trying to get me on something. I
No,
was
no, no,
like,
no, no, no. I
no,
get
no,
it.
no. Yeah, but yeah,
The competitive nature of Tetris 99 gave me mad anxiety. I was so bad at it.
yeah.
But yeah, okay. That's a good answer. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, well, that is our show. Everyone, drink some water. Appreciate you guys staying.
Actually,
up for so long.
hey, if you have made it this far, let us know in the comment what is something you like in a game that when you see it, you're like, this is awesome.
Or don't. We're not your dad.
No, please, man. We need the engagement, man. Please.
That's true. Yeah, cool.
So, tell your neighbor to watch.
Yeah,
or to listen.
Paul revere this shit. Go through your neighbors and make them listen to it.
do the Fetty Wap. Yeah, baby. Just put the podcast in the background.
That's a good one. Yeah, y'all have a good one.
Take care.